Wow.
Thrown it beautifully, dropped it beautifully.
Obviously, these low order batsmen will not be able to negotiate.
That looks, what's unusual. I know enough to know that's unusual. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Today we're going to take another trip in the longer journey of understanding cricket. The journey to try to understand the sport. I can't believe how many variables and variations and different ways to approach this game there are. Probably if you've known it your whole life and you understand it really well, you may forget that. But let me tell you something. This is a crazy game in terms of all the things going on. I looked at a fielding diagram that listed all the positions, all the fielding positions, and there were like 600,000 different positions. I mean, I didn't count them, but it looked like 600,000. It may have been less, but they were all over the place. Way different than baseball, which is like first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, corresponding to first base, second base, and third base. Pretty simple and not many positions, but cricket is crazy, and that's just fielding. And speaking of that, we're on to another bowling video. Even though I was hoping to get more into batting videos, I came across this one, and I thought this will be interesting. It's called Don't Try This at Home, Unusual Bowling Actions from YouTube channel ICC. Now, I'm curious about this because, to me, they're all unusual bowling actions because my eyes just not familiar with bowling. I mean, I've never seen balls delivered, like this in any sport I'm familiar with. So it's always looked a little unusual to me, but I'm wondering if I've watched enough videos so I kind of have a sense for what's usual bowling action, and I can pick out what's the unusual bowling actions. But I don't know. That was my interest in watching this video, to see just how unusual they are and if a beginner like me can figure out what's unusual about them. So that's my goal, to try to figure out what's happening in this. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, comment. I'd appreciate it. So let's take a look at unusual bowling actions. Oh, I know that guy. Virat Kohli's a good batsman.
It's amazing. He's a beautiful looking batsman, but his bowling action is fairly unusual, unorthodox.
It's an action that suggests he can bowl the googly. So would you want to be just a sort of full-time googly kind of bowler?
It looked like everything looked pretty normal until he got up here. It looked like his arm was more over here, like behind his head almost. It did look a little odd, not drastic though.
You've got Commando Mendes, the ambidextrous spinner. Left arm on the left, right arm on the right, the same bowler, same person. This is incredible.
Man, that's amazing.
This is just brilliant to see.
That's crazy. People can learn things to throw well with their offhand, or in baseball, people who are right-handed batters will sometimes learn how to hit left-handed, but they never look identical. You can never make it look natural on both sides. I think this person must have been born with that. Who knows why that happens. Some people are born ambidextrous, I think it's called, because those were just like flawless copies of each other. Wow.
Thrown it beautifully, dropped it beautifully.
Obviously, these low order batsmen will not be able to negotiate.
That looks unusual. I know enough to know that's unusual.
Paul Adams as well as the higher order batsmen.
Wow, that's an interesting way to.
He has come back very well indeed.
Holy ball! I have no. Is he throwing? Is he bowling the ball in a way that requires the motion he just did, or is he bowling balls that are kind of standard in terms of spin and speed, and he just does it in a very unique way? Because that was very noticeable.
Terrific start from Mahanti. Yes, it's not an orthodox bowling action, this, but quite effective. Good follow through.
That didn't look too different for me. I'm not sure. Tell me why that one was unusual, because that looked not that unusual to me.
Catch has been taken, and a special moment for young Mahanti.
Wow, that's interesting. That I don't know what the story is behind that particular thing, but she looked like a gymnast. If you watch the floor exercise, you know, people watch gymnastics every 4 years when the Olympics come along, and like they go into these incredible tumbling runs where they do like 5 flips or spins or whatever it is they're doing, and they prepare by like gathering all their energy or something, and that's what it looked like what she was doing. She looked like a gymnast ready to do something crazy with a tumbling run. That's interesting. Wow, that is very. I gotta look at this. Look at this. I mean, it can't be. When he comes through here, when I press like play again, it looks, to me, it looks like a baseball pitcher. It doesn't look like the arm is straight. Oh, that's, you know, I'm sure I'm not the first person to notice that, so it must be legal and everything, or else it would not be. But maybe what looks unusual is that he's thrown it kind of out here more, like a 3, you know, up here instead of here. That might be what makes it look like a baseball pitch to me.
Lasith Malinga at his best.
Jasprit Bumrah. Bit of a different action you'll see here from Jasprit Bumrah. He's a bit skiddy. Hits the top of the bat.
To me, that kind of looked unusual for the same reason Virat Kohli looked unusual, because the arm looked kind of almost too far back here. See, I don't. The arm is all I'm looking at because I don't know enough about the other parts of the style or the motion to figure out what might be different. So I'm just looking at the arm, which is probably a fairly limited way to look at this.
Bold! Bumrah! They call him to deliver. And boy, it delivers every time.
Boom, boom, Bumrah.
New bowler comes in. Suhail Tanveer. What a start.
That didn't
What
look
a start.
too odd to me.
He's got a peculiar action. Just because of that action, he keeps on picking away the wickets.
Different kind of action, bowling off the wrong foot. He appears to be a little quicker than he looks.
I didn't see him bowling off the wrong foot, but maybe he did.
Chris has vastly experienced. He will have to bring his experience into play here.
I don't really know. Wow. That's interesting. You know, that's that last one, obviously he's not a pace speed bowler, because I did a video on that I think last week, and those guys take really long run-ups. This guy's just taken a step up, 3 steps, 3 big steps, so he must be a spinner of some sort. But that was unusual. So I think I got some of them. I noticed some of them, in my opinion, why they were unusual. Some looked fairly normal. The one Malinga, the Malinga one seemed. Didn't seem. The Malinga one didn't seem unusual to me. It seemed usual because I'm used to seeing baseball, and that's kind of how it looked to me. To me, that one looked normal. The ones that look obviously unusual to me are the ones where they are up here, because what I'm used to is football quarterbacks and baseball players throwing, here, and I'm used to throwing here, not here. So, oh man, another example of just how many little tiny details and variations there are to this game. I would love to hear in the comments what the true unusual motions were in those, and if I got any of them correct. So anyway, thanks for checking it out with me. I appreciate it. If you like it, please subscribe. Please comment. I'd appreciate that. And for now, that's it for now. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.